Hello everyone! Hello. How are you all? Move the chat a little bit. No, OBS, we don't want to... let's put it there for now. Hello people! Hey! Hello Moto, hello Missan, hello Rize! Can you believe it? Oblivion is about to be announced! Yay! It's 2004 again! We will be starting in just a second. We are still saying hello, Barrow. We are going to tell you about how this remaster was leaked, because it's very interesting. Shadow's face planting on the floor. Yes. We'll be back in a very short moment. We are still setting some things up, but we will be back in just a moment. We're not late, because you're wondering. It's just that when you schedule these on YouTube, you can only do it 45 to. You can't do it like 5 minutes to 5. So we are starting closer to 5. Just wanted to tell you that. But see you in a bit.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
I was born 87 years. 65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been ruler of my own. I have seen the gates of Oblivion beyond which no waking eye may. Behold, in darkness, a dooms the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life. Alright, let's do this, shall we? Okay. I guess I can hop over to this screen, actually. Counting down. Okay, so. Oblivion Remastered, huh? Who would have thought? We would have thought. Okay, so let's talk about how this thing came to be, right? This is so fascinating. So in summer of 2023, there was a report that the developer Virtuous was working on a game called Project Altar. Project Altar apparently was Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, released in 2006, running in Unreal Engine 3. The original game's code running in Unreal Engine 3. This was everything we had at the time. Oblivion Remaster happening, huh? Okay. Interesting. Then, in December of 2023, Microsoft had a court case relating to them buying Activision, acquiring Activision. And during that acquisition, they had to present some documents to the court. This included a release schedule for Bethesda circa 2019. So, in the release schedule, a bunch of unannounced games were listed. Doom Year Zero, which we now know as Doom the Dark Ages, which was one of them. Project Hibiki, which became Hi-Fi Rush, was on there. And, of course, Oblivion Remastered. There was also Fallout 3 Remastered on that list, by the way. But yeah, so Microsoft themselves gave us a document that had Oblivion Remastered listed on it, confirming that Oblivion Remastered was real. Since then, a few leaks have popped up, again, like corroborating that Virtuos is doing it. And a lot of people start talking about it being released before June 2025. Then it became April 2025. Then it became explicitly it's shadow dropping Monday, April 21st at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Summertime, not Standard Time. Instead, they announced this live stream at that point. So it's likely releasing in 5 minutes. We'll see. We're here to watch this reveal. It's gonna be a short stream. It's gonna be fun. As soon as we know that it's affordable to us, we will buy the game and start installing it to stream it tonight. If it's not releasing today, we don't know what we'll do. But now you know the plans. With 4 minutes left to go. Oh. Our personal feelings on this, by the way, is that we're excited. Oblivion is a really good game. Oblivion is a really good game. And we enjoy playing the original release. But having a new release that can be put on like Switch and PlayStation consoles would be nice as well. But any version of Oblivion being available is nice, and yeah. When will you continue to share the stream? Tomorrow is the plan. If not tomorrow, then Thursday. It's been kind of a mess this past few days. I haven't been able to stream, but yeah. The shared stream is not over. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Oblivion is not our favorite Elder Scrolls games. That honor goes to Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. But it's still really damn good. How's the audio level, by the way? Because the music is now coming from the YouTube stream, so if the audio levels are good now, they should be good during the actual reveal. Ooh. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. I'm not a fan of like the flat white logo thing they're doing. Never a big fan of that, but they started doing that with Skyrim Special Edition. I think it's very boring, but well. Oh, now we're down, almost down to 2 minutes now. It's actually really funny that they are kind of like dragging this out for something that's gonna be like, that's something that was leaked 2 years ago, you know. Yep, if I find a good HDMI splitter, I can record Oblivion on my PS3. I want to play the original one. You don't want to play the PS3 one, trust us. Play the PC version. Imagine if Shadow dropped Elder Scrolls 6 during this. That would be so fucking funny. That would be so fucking funny. No, we do expect them to show Elder Scrolls 6 in some way in June, though. We'll see. Now we're just seconds away. 70 seconds away. What if imagine if they're just trolling us and like there is no game. All the leaks were wrong, including the one that Microsoft themselves put out. They just made this live stream to like punk us. Why should I pay on PS3? Because it runs terribly. It runs really badly, and it's just like the console versions of Oblivion aren't good in general, but the 361 is much more stable. Yeah, PC. Like PC is what it was made for, and that helps both with performance and also not running the risk of like game crashing all the time and like save files becoming corrupted, which is very easy on console. 15. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Virtuous. All the leaks validated. Oh, M-rated game.
You hold our future in your hands.
Oh.
take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
The hero Kawach.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Yes!
Here we are 20 years later.
Turn the sound up, sorry, okay.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio. I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place.
That's good, that's good.
Some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also
Why is
this
all the
evolution of our
Oblivion
games.
2006
I think
footage
it's really
super
important
low
for
res? The
people
game
to
is an
take a look back
HD
at.
game.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
We're glad she's
my
still
God,
there.
it's
She's a
been
really
20
good
years.
artist.
I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like
Yeah, we've said before, best main menu in
this,
history.
like, flood of nostalgia.
Shame about
Oblivion
composer.
is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. I
Okay.
had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
Yes.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
It's on Steam now for sale. We actually have the Steam thing ready.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we
Not
had
showing us
one
for us
goal.
on Steam.
We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life.
It looks really good, by the way.
Care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience
Okay,
possible.
what does it cost?
We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects
55
in the past,
euros.
so we know what makes that team and their games special.
65 Deluxe. That's
We
a
wanted
little
to make
more than
the
we expected,
remaster
but
more
it's not
friendly to gamers
it's not
with
too
modern
bad.
hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
This looks excellent.
About time someone got here.
Now do Morrowind, you know? But yeah. Morrowind, but keeping all the bones would be amazing.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil?
This game is basically
Why
Doom
everyone
in Elder
ate
Scrolls,
lions
by the
instead of
way.
dying?
Like the plot of Doom in
In
Elder
addition
Scrolls,
to
and
the
it's
core
great.
game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
Force armor confirmed.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience.
You can play Daggerfall in Arena Mesa, and
At the
it's
end of the
free
day,
on Steam
We're all fans too.
and on
This is a
GOG
dream project
with the
for me.
remastered version.
I mean, I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
Okay, what does the deluxe
We've
edition have?
leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest
Quests.
version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions
Also,
of
Mason, you
polygons
should
in
get
their
Steam, just for
allowing us a
accessibility
truly
if nothing
impressive
else.
level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
We want to play games with you in the future, and then Steam is going to be helpful.
System that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
That's really good, actually.
To the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber.
Steam decks are fine, but in general, just like... Steam decks are expensive, but like... older games you don't need a good PC for, you know?
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX.
Oh, that UI looks a lot better. UI is one of the problems with Oblivion, unfortunately.
We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Interesting. That's actually really interesting to see how they changed that.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations. There's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
They actually did record new.
Represented in the
Wow.
game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those.
That's amazing. We did not think they would do that.
Keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone! We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the
This stream is much longer than we thought. We thought we were gonna done by now. We might not be able to watch all of this because we kind of need to leave soon. And don't worry, Miss.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeited. Then
Yeah.
pay with your blood.
They're kind of showing too much in a way. We don't like that they're showing this much.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting.
Sprinting
is an interesting
we
one.
want to see if
because
they
there's such a
mention the
big
physical
debate
release at
internally
all.
within our teams.
Kind of what we're waiting for
Some
right
of
now.
us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025, and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated...
Like, if you're considering like digital regular and deluxe
with
physical,
player in
depending on what the
It all
price is
comes
like and
down
when
to
they're
what makes
releasing them.
Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Iconic, yeah.
Lockpicking.
Yes, lockpicking is back.
They can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil,
tonight's gonna
or
be
you're a
lit, y'all.
newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
Oblivion is a core part of the story of
No, Moto,
Bethesda
we cannot.
Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players. I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before.
God, we get it. You like your game.
Like,
Can you like
intangible
actually like
thing, but
give us
it's
the
like-
details?
It's new. It's fun.
This wasn't
It's
a
exciting again.
Oblivion documentary. It was an
It's ultimately the
announcement.
same
Come on.
game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game
Okay.
Studios
And Virtuous.
Okay, now they're
we want to thank
signing
you
off.
for joining
Nice.
us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era.
The final
and
hours.
the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
All right.
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
Huh?
Looks clear.
The time of cleansing.
Oh, this is okay. So this is the actual trailer we're watching now. Okay.
Save us from the coming darkness. Here you must find your own path.
No, that was the arena. Everything else looks great. I mean, it all looks great, honestly. This is very impressive looking.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
No mention of physical release. Okay. Oh well. Well, we need to run, but awesome, and we'll be playing this tonight. We're playing it tonight on stream, so come by then. 11 PM is the current plan. See you then. Love you all. Take care. Oh, and I'd like to give a very special thank you to our wonderful supporters: Ahmed G, Alana D, Aya, Barra of Dirt, Kaylee, Fadeleaf, Garden, Haruhasa, Hikari Yumi, Hokase, James M, Jonathan H, Jules, Kid Stubbs, Liz Queen, Michael Roseblum, Moto, Rain, Ralph H, Rumray, Sega Music, Samran 7th, Shadow Winchester, Sean Peterson, Spider Blue, Stupid 11, and the Coyote. See you tonight. Bye bye.